Hello guys, good morning. This is Kariba Suraj, Director at Sumukha Infotech. I would like to welcome you all for the internship program on IoT. This is our first introduction class on Internet of Things. Let us get started. Let us start our discussion from the definition of IoT. What is IoT? As you all know, it stands for Internet of Things. So, the things means sensors, computing devices, development boards, smartphones, and other required utilities are interconnected. And these things collect information, transfer over wireless media to achieve a particular aim. So, in simple, many things such as sensors, development boards, and other utilities are interconnected over a wireless media to achieve a particular aim. If you did not understand the theoretical definition of this IoT, don't worry, we have developed one prototype which will help you understand how IoT works. Let me show it. So this video illustrates an accident detection system which is being developed on Internet of Things. Aim of this prototype is to detect the accident being occurred with the help of a sensor and fetch its geolocation and send this information to a remote server which will alert the users about the event, that is accident being occurred, and also it displays its location over a Google map. For this purpose we have used the things like GPS module. This is the GPS module and this is development board and this is a sensor. All these things are connected and deployed in a vehicle. When vehicle falls, so the sensor detects the accident and it alerts to the end users over a wireless media so that they will get to know about this event by means of an alert. Let me show. So over a smartphone, an alert message is being displayed. When user taps on it, it redirects him to the Google map where the location where vehicle has met with accident is displayed. So this is the best example for you guys to understand the role of IoT or application of IoT to develop a social useful product. So in the next steps, I will explain you what are all the things you need to know or understand or learn to develop such prototypes. This is one simple example. We can develop many more such applications which are useful to society as well as industry. Let me brief you what are all the things you need to learn such IoT prototypes. So let us discuss what are all the skill sets required to develop IoT prototype. The first thing is the knowledge of sensors. What are sensors? These are the electronic devices which helps us to fetch the information. In the demo video, that is accident detection system, we have used a sensor called tilt sensor, which helps us to know whether a vehicle is standing or has fallen having met with accident. Therefore, while developing IoT prototypes, sensors are very important to detect or to fetch the information. Various sensors are available in the market. Based on our requirement, we need to choose the sensors. I repeat, these are the electronic devices which helps us to fetch the information. And the next thing is development boards. These are very important. What are development boards? These are, in simple, a card-sized computers. They have all facility for computation. That is, they have microcontrollers, they have RAM, ROM, input output pins. Everything is available on a one small board. So the examples are Arduino Uno, Arduino Mega, Raspberry Pi, ESP32, Node MCU. Various development boards are available. Again, based on our requirement, we need to choose the development boards. The next comes programming knowledge. So these development board, sensors, all these things are electronic devices. They are hardware. They can't do work on their own. They need some artificial intelligence to do the work. This intelligence is created using our programs. The programming languages such as C, C++, Python, they play a very crucial role in developing the IoT prototypes. So if you do not have the prior knowledge of programming, you don't have to worry. We will teach everything from the scratch. And the next comes the basic knowledge of connecting various components. With the help of jumper wires, we connect the sensors with development boards. So the knowledge of breadboard and how to solder the things are essential while developing the prototypes. I repeat, if you do not know any basic knowledge, you don't have to worry because we teach everything from the scratch. So these are very important. And when it comes to choosing a programming language, it is better to start with C. So if you master some basic skills in C, they are applicable in C++ as well as in Python. Hence, I would like to recall the basic things uh, one should know how to program. So, in our next slide or in our next session, we will discuss how to write programs in C programming language. Let us see some sensors which we usually use while developing the IoT prototypes. So, this is a tilt sensor. Uh, This sensor helps us to know the position of any object. I have used this sensor in an accident detection system to check whether a vehicle has standing straight or has fallen. So usually these sensors works in the voltage range 3.3 to 5 volt, and they have analog and digital output pins with which we can fetch the information. So this is the example of tilt sensor to know position of any object. And this is a DHT11 sensor with which we can fetch information such as temperature and humidity present in the environment. And this is an ultrasonic sensor which is also known as a range sensor. We can use this sensor to measure the range or like for obstacle detection. For many more purposes we can use this sensor. Nowadays it is being widely used in developing a sanitizing machines where a sanitizer dispenser, they dispense the sanitizer automatically when user places the hand near the device. For that purpose it is being used. So many sensors are available in the market. Based on our requirement, we need to choose the sensors. And here is the GPS module with which we can fetch the geolocation. This device connects with satellites and returns the longitude and latitude. I have used this device to fetch the location of the vehicle which has met with accident. So these are the some examples of sensors. Similarly, we can use many sensors based on our requirement. And here is the development boards. So what are development boards? These are the card sized computers which have all the facility required for programming. The first one is Arduino Uno board. It has a microcontroller, RAM, ROM, input output pins. We can program this device to perform the some tasks. So in simple, these are the computing devices which we can program. So the first image which is displayed is Arduino Uno board. And this is the ESP32 development board. It is also known as a Wi-Fi module. It works similar to Uno, but it has additional features like Wi-Fi module, Bluetooth module, dual core processor. So this is bit feature rich compared to Arduino Uno board. And here is Raspberry Pi. So this is also a development board with features and most widely used development board. So similarly, we have many development boards available in the market. Based on our requirement, we can choose any development boards. And sensors and development boards are connected together with the help of breadboard or with the help of PCB. So in this introduction class, we have learned what is IoT, what are all the skill sets required to develop IoT prototypes, and in our next class, we shall learn a programming language like C, and then we can directly jump to programming the development boards. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.